Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Jessica Eyes with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Bloomberg News just recently reported that the number of immigrants removed has declined in the past fiscal year. Joining us to discuss this report is AILA Advocacy Director Greg Chen. Greg, why are these numbers important?
Restrictionist organizations have already started talking about the removal numbers from last fiscal year and the apparent decline in those numbers as a reason why they think the Obama administration has not been enforcing immigration law as robustly as he should be. The removal numbers are really just one indicia of what Immigration Customs Enforcement, ICE, has been doing with respect to enforcement practices. But the important factor to look at is that the Obama administration has been doing very aggressive enforcement on so many different matrices, including overall removal numbers being close to the 2 million mark coming up just in a few months, which is a number that in just 5 years he's about to reach, something that George Bush didn't reach in about 8 years of his entire presidency. On lots of other metrics such as detention numbers, criminal prosecution for immigration law violators are all at an all-time high now under the Obama administration. So the concern that Obama is not enforcing the law or doing so in a weak-handed way is just not accurate.
An ICE spokesperson said the lower numbers are the result of focusing on their priorities. What are your thoughts?
DHS and Immigration Customs Enforcement have made some efforts to prioritize how they are doing enforcement. But in the past few years, the results of those efforts are really still quite superficial and just haven't had an impact in the field. And when we look at overall numbers, hundreds of thousands of people who have family here in the United States, who have resided in the U.S. for a long time, and who would likely qualify for citizenship if a bill were actually to pass Congress, are those who are actually being removed from the country now. Those are not the kinds of priorities that AILA views as important for enforcement. Those are not the kind of people that are making our communities unsafe. These are people who are contributing to our economy and, in fact, important members of our society.
In the recent weeks, many have been calling on President Obama to halt or at least slow deportations, especially for those who could benefit from reform. Proponents of this strategy include House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi to Dreamers. Do you think it's an effective approach? What, if anything, does this mean for immigration reform?
Calling attention to the harmful impact of immigration enforcement and deportations is an effective strategy. And it's important for people to realize that our laws as they stand now are resulting in families being torn apart, and it's hurting our economy. So that is an effective strategy. Now, President Obama has made clear he is not going to stop deportations anytime soon. And that just draws even more clearly the importance that we get immigration reform done now. And as our economy is continuing to be hurt by the failure to have an immigration reform, Congress needs to hear why we need to get this done.
Thank you, Greg, for joining us. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates through Immigration Quicktake with the American Immigration Lawyers Association.